It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
We had a terrible day, man. I mean, no, we had a good day. I mean, obviously, anytime you end up in victory lane, it's a good day. But man, it shows the depth of this team today. I was a little too tight all day, but you know, Dave Rogers and you know, for this being a home race for him, I mean, it puts a lot of pressure on him. I think it puts a lot of pressure on all of us because we all want to win for him and his dad, and to get in a position there on the last pit stop. I mean, we were top 5 car all day, and we could lead for a little bit, but we'd get too tight, and guys behind us would catch us and go by. And but that last stop, I mean, that's what won us the race, and that was Dave's call. You know, halfway through the pit stop, he calls just a 2-tire stop, and the plan, I think, was for 4. So you know, that gets us out in track position, and you know, we're able at the beginning of the run to get to the lead, and you know, the adjustments that he made just on the right side tires, and you know, with the wedge and everything, that last stop was enough to, you know, to get us close enough to keep us in the lead for the rest of the day. You know, Denny obviously had a good car and ran us down, and you know, obviously if the track position was reversed, he'd have won the race. But you know, just being able to stay up front and be able to run my pace and not have to sit there and abuse the right front was a big key, and just trying to not overdrive the car and build air pressure in the right front to where we were just going to keep getting tighter and tighter. So you know, that was the key to it, was the 2-tire stop at the end and getting that track position, and that's something that you got to have a lot of confidence as a crew chief to be able to make that call during a stop like that, and that's what Dave possesses, and that's why he's won 8 races this year.
And we are joined by today's winning crew chief, Dave Rogers. Dave, talk a little bit about today's race and the strategy from on top of the box.
Yeah, our Old Spice Toyota was pretty good yesterday, and the cloud cover come in this morning. We had to have our car in line so early for qualifying that I didn't work on it hard enough. I didn't free it up enough for the weather, and we fought tight all day. We're pretty tight, and we knew track position was valuable. We planned on doing four tires that last stop, and I just kept looking up pit road. That's the advantage of Tony qualifying that thing so well. We got to pit down there towards turn 1, and I just watched what everyone was doing, and immediately a parking lot erupted. They were all coming, and I knew we were going to get buried in traffic and have a bad day. So called the audible and went for 2 tires and hoped for the best. And Tony, he always drives a brilliant race when he's in our car. He doesn't push it when he doesn't have to. He beat those guys through traffic. So he gives a lot of credit for the stop, but I think the driver had a lot to do with it too.
Dave also won his first race as an engineer in 2000 on Tony's Cup team. We're also joined by Dave's father, Dave Rogers Sr. Interesting note that Dave Sr. brought Junior here to this track first in 1990. You want to talk a little bit about that experience and being here today for the win?
Well, we come down here and we watched the race way back in 1990, and it was a competitive race. I think Joe Nemechek won it, and Dale Arnett Sr. was second. And we come to this race about every year after that while Dave was home.
Special place for you then.
Yes, very special.
We'll now open it up to questions from the media. Again, state your name and affiliation, and we'll get a microphone to you. Questions?
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Not that easy. Dom?
Well, since no one's got questions about today, I got a question about tomorrow and last week. Carpentier told us that you went into his hauler in Michigan, you gave him a little pep talk, explained him the ropes, and he was very grateful for that. I'm just wondering, do you do that often? What prompted you to do that? And now that, you know, next oval he comes to, puts it on the pole, you regret a little bit giving him those tips?
No, I'm hoping he's going to come tell me something this week now. obviously he knows more than we thought. Now, this isn't the easiest series to transition to, and especially when you've come from open wheel cars where they have no idea what the word give and take means over there. They have no idea what patience means. And the reason for that is they don't have as many opportunities during a race as what we have. So it creates a bigger sense of urgency. And sometimes, I guess I saw something at Dover, a spot he got himself in 3 wide at the end of the backstretch. And I thought, man, I don't think anybody's going to come out of this. And somehow they all 3 made it. And it was just something that I actually saw 2 of the guys from his team when we got to the airport after the race and said, hey, I said, you might want to mention that to him. I said, or, I'll come and talk to him if you want. And just went in and, it's the same thing that guys like Dale Jarrett and Mark Martin and Bobby Labonte and Jeff Burton and guys that were here for a while before I got here did the same thing with me when I got here. So it's not like I'm doing something that hasn't been done. That's just what you do when you've been here a while. When new guys come, you help them along too, and it not only makes their day better, it makes your day better and makes it more enjoyable during the race. So, the great thing about a lot of these guys, especially a lot of the guys that have come from the open wheel cars, their mind is so open to listening to what people have to say and listening to advice and information that, in the past you thought egos would get in the way, and that's not the case with these guys, and that's what makes these guys learn so well. I mean, Juan Pablo showed everybody textbook of how to learn how to get by in the series last year and won a race in his rookie year. So, I think that's kind of shown a lot, and I think he's probably a guy that probably talks to a lot of those guys too, because he can relate more to what they've come from to where they're at now. So, it's something we do when we're asked, or if we see somebody that needs a hand. I mean, that's just, everybody does that. I mean, it's not just me. I mean, everybody does it.